Kia ora koutou katoa, no mai, haere mai, and welcome to INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio. We greet all our viewers and our listeners all over the world. A very good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are tuned in right at this moment. Broadcasting live from the land of the long white cloud, Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm your sister, Wendy Flynn. And good evening to all our viewers here in New Zealand. So welcome, a very, very warm welcome to all of you and listeners. So INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio. It is currently winter and it's cold here in New Zealand, but a very warm welcome on behalf of INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio. Joining me this evening, but before I introduce my very lovely sister who will be hosting with me, it is now currently 6:02 p.m. in New Zealand, and that is 2:02 p.m. in the Philippines. So now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my very beautiful co-host this evening, Sister Ara.
Hi, Sister Wency. Hi, everyone. I am Sister Ara from the local congregation of Silverdale, District of New Zealand. We would like to greet all our Bretons all over the world. Welcome po to our episode tonight. And I'm just going to give some of the sneak peek of what they're going to expect in our episode tonight, Sister Wency. Our topic for tonight is really relevant and it's really timely. It's finding strength in asking for help, and of course, we're going to catch up with our brethren here in New Zealand through our Let's Catch Up segment. Right, Sister Wency?
Yes, that's right, Sister Ara. So there is something for our viewers and listeners to look forward to in our topic discussion because it is very, very timely. And of course, on that note, we'd like to pose two questions to our viewers and our listeners on our YouTube live chat so you can answer these questions to join us in our discussion. And don't forget that you can also put your hashtag Silverdale on your comments as well. You can also send your greetings with the hashtag of your local congregation, and we will read them throughout our show this evening. So, our first question for our YouTube live chat viewers is: how can you encourage others to feel comfortable asking for help? And the next one is: can you recall a time when you asked for help and it made a significant difference in your life? So, there's our two questions to start our discussion for this evening. But before that, and before we go on a break, we'd like now to greet and welcome one of our we have some guests, Sister Ara. So we have Sister Risa Giang to give us an update on their activities. So hi, Sister Risa. Oh, there she is. Hi po.
Hello po. Am I audible po?
Yes po, we can hear you po. It sounds very busy there po. What is happening over there po?
Okay po, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone po, especially to our viewers and listeners at INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio po. We are currently at the Philippine Sports Stadium po here in Bukawi, Bulacan, where the interactive booths and activities are being organized by the officers of Christian family organizations from the District of Caloocan North po. Many brethren and visitors have participated in the booths like the Videoke Challenge, Mat Booth, and the Thank You All, where they posted their greetings and messages of appreciation for the 110th anniversary of the Iglesia ni Cristo. Aside from the experience, they also received prizes and souvenirs po. That's all po for the latest updates here at Bukal, Bulacan. Thank you so much po.
Thank you, Sister Risa, for joining us and for showing us what is happening there. And of course, a greeting of a happy 110th anniversary to you all as well for over there in the Philippine Sports Stadium. Thank you, for Sister Risa. Yeah, so it sounded very exciting over there in where Sister Risa was, Sister R. But yeah,
Yes,
that
it is.
is what you can expect on our show this evening. More on that later on as we continue our program. But for now, we'll take a quick break and we will be right back.
To subscribe to the official INC Radio YouTube channel, go to your browser and type youtube.com. Search for INC Radio at the search bar and make sure to click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification bell button to be updated with the different news and updates around the world.
ko Chennai Tereo Irirangi INC Radio DZEM 954. Te korero whakapona ko Tereo Irirangi o te hahi karaiti whare harakia.
And welcome back, and you are still watching the INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. So a while ago, Sister Wednesday already asked the question that could be answered by our dear brethren in our YouTube live chat. Of course, we're going to read some of the comment. Of course, we would like to greet Brother Dennis Lahunan. So he right, there's our supervising minister from the District of New Zealand. Hello po. Greetings to all the brethren in New Zealand. Happy viewing to all, and please stay safe and strong po. God bless po. How about you, Sister Wency? Do you have someone like would like to greet?
Yes, we do have our brother Cesar Evaristo Po, who is always tuned in and greeting us here on INC Radio. So he would like to greet everyone who is watching now from the from Dalsingun, Nongong, Daegu City District of South Korea. And there's another one just came in. Is from Sister Aisha Tanya, who would like to greet everyone as well as the Aisha, as well as the Tanyag family. Sorry, Sister Aisha. Yes, so
Yes po.
yeah,
And I think our brethren could still send their greetings or answers in our YouTube live chat, and we're going to read it later po siguro, Sister Wency.
yes, especially the ones about our topic discussion this evening, Sister Ara. So our topic was asking for help. And of course, asking for help is often perceived as a sign of weakness or inadequacy. But in reality, it is a powerful act of strength and courage. And embracing the need for assistance requires self awareness, humility, and the recognition that we do not have to face challenges alone. In a world that frequently celebrates independence and self reliance, acknowledging our limitations and seeking support can lead to personal growth, stronger relationships, and improved well being. Yeah, so it is very timely now, Sister Ara, that we have this topic discussion because through this we show our viewers and our listeners that we care about them as we give tips, especially Sister Ara. Sister Ara is going to give us a lot of great tips this evening. And that is very true because Sister Ara, do tell us you have an experience as well as a background when it comes to what is it, Sister Ara? Do tell us.
Yes, Sister Wency. Actually, it's really like very timely. I'm very happy na we have this shows or we have this program in which we could help their brethren, especially right now sa generation ngayon, when it comes to society na they have the stigma na when you ask for help, it shows na you're weak. Pero hindi. We're here to prove them wrong. And we're here to tell them that it's okay to ask for help because it somehow reflects how do we love ourselves and how do we care for it. It's a self-care, asking help for others naman, diba? So yeah, it's very nice that I have background. I actually am a graduate of psychology back in the Philippines, and I work in an academy in which I was able to give and care for the mental health of some of the students. Yun po, mga ganong bagay, Sister Wency. And I'm really excited to talk about it naman.
It is great, Sister Ara. So then let's start. The first question for us is then, can you recall a time when you asked for help and how did it make a significant in your life?
Ayan. Siguro, syempre, dumating kung to parang lahat naman nakaka-relate that there are phases in our life na parang we seek independence. We always think na, oh, I got this. Kaya ko to. I can do it on my own. And we're really shy to ask people for help. There are a lot of factors bakit yung ibang tao, they struggle asking for help. Probably they face rejection before, if they experience something na they ask for help and na-invalidate sila. And sometimes they don't want to be burdened with others because they also think na meron din pinagdadaanan yung ibang tao, especially their friends. Pero as I grew up as a Christian, syempre, it's really open to me. Dati kasi, parang, I handle everything on my own. I keep it everything on my own. And hindi ako ganun ano sa parents ko. Pero as I grew up, I value them na, oh, I can talk naman everything to my parents, to my family members and my friends, and they won't judge me. So when the time comes na nag-step out ka dun sa fear mo of asking others, that's the time that opened you a lot of perspective na okay naman palang humingi ng tulong. And it's really helpful. How about you, Sister Wency? Meron ka rin bang ganong experiences in your life na pwede mong i-share tonight sa episode natin?
Yes, for me, Sister Ara, it's just a simple. At school. I was never the one to put my hand up to ask for help when we do activities and such, because everyone is also doing their own thing and they're also going through um, the same kind of difficulties that I was having, and yeah, asking help for me has always been. It's not something that I always do, but because as you've mentioned as well, for me there is that fear of rejection that people will say no to helping me, and that um, and what I've learned is that when you go to family has always been my strongest support. They're there for me, and asking help from them has always been, sometimes I don't feel comfortable asking them for help, especially for just for me, of like my personal life. But I've learned to just ask. I don't know how you say it, Sister R. It's like you have to build up yourself to have enough courage to ask. Like, you share like, mom, dad, you have that hesitation to ask for help, even if it's from your family, whether it comes to financial, or maybe it's just a simple chore at home. Because I've also realized that when it comes to doing chores at home, is that there's only a certain amount of time that we have at home that we're able to do all of this. We have to do this and this and this and this. But if you do all of that by yourself, you're gonna feel really, really exhausted, and you won't have enough energy to actually go through and do all of those. So that's when we ask for help, and asking help from people from the household. For me, it feels like I make them feel included. So it's also a form of bonding with them, that we get to do all of these activities, these chores together. And I like what we mentioned in our introduction a while ago, that it strengthens not only us in our personal lives, but also our relationships. And of course, with family, what I like is that I found that in my travels, Sister Ara, is that whenever there are brethren all over the world that you go to, you can always find family in them. Whether, well, there might not be your, blood relatives, but in the Church of Christ, we have family wherever you are. Because now I'm in the Netherlands, and I get the brethren here. They were asking, like when I first came here, they were asking me, "Oh, do you need help? Do you need and like how to take the train from where you're staying?" And for me, that is such an experience to be able to feel that they're like, without me asking for help, they're already willing to give it. And that just made me feel comfortable with them too, that I can go to them if I need help. So that is a very long recollection of when I've asked for help and when someone has given me help. So yes, so speaking of these recollections of when we've asked for help, Sister Ara, apart did you mention that it was your family, right? That you go to.
Yes.
Is there any other person that is your go-to person whenever you're asking for help?
Yes, it's really important that you have a really good support system in life. That's why it's really okay that you need to be really choose people who you'd surround with yourself, diba? And for me as a Christian, of course, as a member of the church, I always ask help from our God. That's how prayer is, di ba? Napaka-powerful ng prayer. And it's very therapeutic. Whenever you're going through something, you just do your prayers. And of course, having friends inside the church, diba, it's really helpful whenever you're asking them for any advices. The first thing they're going to advise to you is pray for it. Have a devotional prayer for it, diba? Kasi sometimes you just need to let it out. And isa rin sa siguro sa important things that we can do when someone is asking our help is just to listen to them. That's how it's very important that we practice attentive listening is we don't just listen by our ears, but we listen with our hearts. Kasi sometimes when people or where our friends just asking for our help, it doesn't mean naman na they need advice. They need solution coming from you. No, they just want someone na could listen to them, na makapag-vent out lang din naman sila. Kasi parang nabibigatan na sila or it's too heavy for them. And to think na yung taong yun, or for example, yung friend natin, nag-ask ng help natin, always think na gaano karaming tayo niya inisip na, should I ask for help? Kung gaano niya inipon yung courage niya to tell to you or to ask help from you. So, we should not break those trust na binigay sa atin ng mga friends natin, Sister Wency. Siguro yung mga ganong bagay.
Yeah, so I just want to follow up on that, Sister Ara, because you mentioned, yeah, we have friends, we have family that we can go to. Of course, in the beginning, was it easy for you as well to immediately go to them, or did you at the beginning of the friendship maybe that you still felt discomfort, or maybe you were still shy to ask them for help?
Yes, of course. Syempre, I've come to that phase naman. I think naman lahat naman ng tao gumagano. Kasi parang we have different factors why people are shy or have the fear to ask for help with people. Sometimes kasi they have the traumas na when they tried asking for help for people or ask help for other people, sometimes kasi na-invalidate sila. So, ang end up nun, parang na-generalize nila na lahat ng tao ganun gagawin sa kanila. And sometimes, may mga situation na nako-compare sila sa iba, na invalidate kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. And sa akin kasi, sa situation ko, it really a self-sabotaging na parang I push through na kaya ko, I can handle it on my own. When in matter, in fact, hindi naman talaga. You can't handle everything nga naman. Parang, pero when you did the step to move out from your comfort zone to ask for help, it really helpful kasi parang you drop everything that you've been carrying for a long time and just like let it out. Kasi di naman sa lahat ng pagkakataon where ganun yung gagawin sa atin ng ibang tao. Siguro, may mga ganong experiences and nakakasad naman talaga to experience those things. Pero trust that there's still people that could prove you na it's okay to really ask for help. And when you found those people, you're able to accept to yourself na, okay naman pala, and it's very helpful. Pero you need to be smart and you need to choose well kung sino yung mga tao you're going to approach to ask help with.
And that's very true, Sister Ara. Because for me, it invokes that feeling of vulnerability when you ask someone for help. And of course, there's that fear of rejection that when you ask for help, they're immediately gonna say no. The word no is such a big word. It's like it's a two-letter word, but it gives such a big impact when you tell no to someone. And of course, with the asking for help, sometimes yeah, we do get the no's, but we when we realize that yeah, we can't do everything by ourselves, and we need to ask for help and overcoming that, stepping out of the comfort zone, it builds our it gives us more of a positive outlook on life, that there are people there for us. There are people who are willing and are there to support us in whatever we do. And as you've mentioned, Sister Ara, is that having that strong and positive support system of friends or family is very, very crucial to be able to encourage someone who might be scared of asking for help. And yeah, so when it comes to yeah, the feeling with asking for help, yeah, there's the sense of vulnerability, but of course at the end of it you'll feel better. It's for the betterment of us, as for personal growth, as you've mentioned as well, Sister Ara. um So then, Sister Ara, I'm just asking you all this question because I want to know more, and of course, our viewers and listeners also want to know more. How can you inspire someone or others of the value of asking for help apart from the personal growth and yeah.
It's actually like loving yourself. As I said a while ago or earlier na asking for help is actually a reflection of how do you love yourself. Pero we understand naman some people na it's not really easy to really ask for help, especially if hindi naman siya used to done. Like, na-train siya or she or he grew up with the environment na hindi ganun ka-open, na hindi binavalue yung vulnerability. Parang the situation forces them to be strong, to have that outlook na dapat na hindi humihingi ng tulong na I can handle everything. Pero when you truly love yourself and you care for yourself, you'll know na if kaya mo pa ba or hindi na. Your body will tell it to you eh. Because sometimes stress can cause to physical pain, di ba? Sometimes nagiging weak yung body natin. So we'll know talaga if we carry it too much na yung kinikarry natin. And we should drop or we should let go yung stigma na when you ask for help is you're weak. No, change the narrative. When I ask for help, I'm strong. Why? Because I'm courageous enough to really accept to myself na uh, I can't handle everything. That I'll ask for help because I love myself and I want to care for it. I want to care for the others or the people around me that loves me, that I care for myself as well. And one of those things is asking help whenever you needed it the most. Yeah. How about your sister Wency? Do you have those time din ba sa self mo na parang ano yung naging parang sabihin na natin naging push mo na para humingi na ng tulong? Kasi, I know parang panganay ka and sometimes with the firstborn talagang mahirap kasi nandun yung, stigma na I want to show to my siblings, 'pag may siblings tayo na I'm strong, na they can rely on me. Pero sometimes iniisip, paano naman ako? 'Di ba may mga gano'ng situation sa life kaya ikaw ba may gano'n ka din bang mga moments sa life mo?
Yeah, that's true, Sister R. That I'm the firstborn, and yeah, we did grow up with the thinking na no panganay, you're brought up as independent, kaya mo yan, ito yung mga gagawin mo. So there was a time that I just fell into like um a repetitive kind of schedule in my life. So you go work, home, and then do the chores, and then you go to um the worship service, and that's just your everyday, right? And then it will come, your body will then tell you, especially when I'm at home, that when you do like all of the chores, you go through all of like looking after your siblings. I'm not saying it's a burden, but it's sometimes you just feel that you're tired, but you can't express it that you're tired. Do you get what I mean, Sister R? Like, I feel
Yes,
tired,
I
but
guess.
I don't know if, what kind of tired. So they would just come to a point that you feel tired, you're drained, you're emotionally drained as well, with especially when I was still studying, that with the workload, the course work, it it just gets too much. And of course then I was away from my family, so I didn't have my family to help me. And then I can't explain the feeling. Do you know that feeling, Sister Ara, that I'm tired, but I can't
Yes,
ask for help.
actually.
Like you feel scared to ask for help, but you know that you're tired, but you're still fighting with yourself that, oh, you can't ask for help, you can do this. You're still psyching up yourself that you can still go through it, but you're not tired. You don't have the energy anymore.
Actually, Sister Wesley, I think there are two kinds of pagod that we say, di ba? We have that pagod now, or we're tired, you can just sleep on it, and then the other day, you're okay, whenever you rest. But there are feelings na kahit we rest well, sometimes hindi siya, kumbaga, hindi siya nakapagpahinga. And that's the time na we really need to ask for help. And hindi naman sometimes need na um, tao agad, 'di ba? That's why how powerful prayer is. And to think of it, it's a free therapy, di ba? For example, our worship services, di ba? We got to pray to our God and vent out everything that we do. And me kasi, it's really therapeutic sa panahon ngayon na I always anticipate worship service kasi I was able to pray to God and that everything what I've been through, and after worship services I feel good na, 'di ba? I feel parang na-vent out na everything. And I know that God is always listening to us. 'Di ba, Sister Wency? I think you can relate for it.
Yeah, I think that was the point that I was going to with all. But yeah, there was that time that y- I just felt overwhelmed with all of the course, the workload and all of that. That I didn't. I knew I was tired, but as you mentioned, like, because I also remember someone asked me, like, where do you go to the worship service? So that was my answer. That was literally my answer. I said, well, it's like, it's going to a medical professional, like a psychologist, but it's for free. Because then you know that when you go to the worship services and we do our prayers in the worship services, um yeah, God might not be talking to us, but in the worship service we hear lessons where there's hymns as well, that those are the answers that sometimes we can't, um the answers that we need at that exact moment. And it's a wonderful feeling, like after the worship service, as you mentioned, Sister R, is that, whew, the deep breath, and the everything is calm again, and then you can go with what needs to be done again. So that's an amazing feeling, and recalling it now is the feelings, all the emotion just comes back. But now it's just, I'm so glad I did that. Like, you overcame the fear of asking for help. So yeah, this has been a very, very nice and very insightful discussion, Sister Ara.
Yes, Sister Wency. And for now, we're just going to do our Let's Catch Up segment.
Let's catch up.
Yes, dear brethren. At exactly 6:30 in the evening, 2:30 Philippine Standard Time, we're going to open our lines for our viewers and listeners to greet their loved ones and friends live. So if you want to join Let's Catch Up, then email us at let's catch up and z@gmail.com and send us your name and your contact details, and we will catch up with you. We will send you the link, and please connect 10 minutes before the 6:30. And I think Sister Wency, Sister 8 from the local congregation of Hot Valley is already online right now. And I truly believe there's ongoing sports clinic. As we know, here in the district of New Zealand, there's still ongoing activity in which it's called the sports clinic. So Sister 8 is there. Hi, Sister 8. Sister 8, where are you? Ayan, parang wala pa si Sister 8. How about Brother Grigel Besa? Are you still there? Are you still there po? Hello po. Sister Grigel,
Hello po.
Brother Grigel. Hello po. Ayan, Brother Grigel Besa. Would you like to
Yeah.
greet po? Kamusta po?
Good evening po to all of you. We're now doing our sports clinic
Yay.
as part of the celebration of the 100th anniversary of the church po dito po sa District of New Zealand. So this is the local of Hot Valley po. So we're doing the bowling sports
Ah,
clinic right now po.
yeah po.
So, ay, wait.
Mga gusto pong batiin, Brother
So they're
Grigel Besa.
sending their best regards po to everyone, to all of you out there po, and to all our watchers and listeners po right now.
Baka po may gusto po kayong batiin. Yung iba pong mga kapatid dyan, Brother Grigel Besa.
Okay naman po, we're always in unity with the church administration po. Whatever programs and activities being launched, especially it's still in line with the 110th church anniversary po. So we're
Yeah.
always doing our participation po, active participation.
Thank you po, Brother Google Basa. I think Sister 8 is here na. Hi, Sister 8.
Ayan. Okay na, ikaw, tinawag ka na. Tinawag ka na.
Oh, sorry, Paul. Before we go to Sister Eight, Paul, while they're trying to fix their technical issues, let's go to Sister Rian Rose, Paul, as well. We have Sister Rian Rose, who is currently in the. Where is Sister Rian Rose? There she is. Hello, Paul.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat mga kapatid at sa lahat ng mga sumusubaybay ngayon. Bago po ang lahat, ako po ay babati sa lahat ng kapatid sa buong mundo ng Happy 110th Anniversary po. Narito po ako ngayon sa Philippine Arena, Bukawi, Bulacan, kung saan isasagawa ang malaking pamamahayag. Atin pong makikita ang pagdating ng mga kapatid kasama ang kanilang mga inanyayahan. Ayun lamang po ang latest update dito sa Philippine Arena, Bukawi, Bulacan. Ako po si kapatid na Rian Rose Orsan para sa latest live update.
Thank you for Sister Rian. Thank you for that update, and it's good to see you, Paul, on
Yes.
screen.
Yes, and thank you, Sister Rian, and thank you, Brother Gregil. That's conclude our Let's Catch Up, and we will be back after a short break.
Let's catch up.
Sama-sama halina sa INC Radio International na ito palaging konektado ka sa INC Radio na. Ito ang INC Radio sa mabaling ng mundo. Palaging konektado sa lahat ng mga tao. This is INC Radio. Anywhere in the world, we're always together, connected to everyone. Life will be better. Tayo na, sama-sama halina sa INC Radio International na. Ito, palaging konektado ka sa INC Radio na.
こチェナイチェラヨイリラギ INC Radio DZEM 954 Te korero whakapona ko te reo irirangi o te hahi karaiti whare harakia.
Hello, everyone. Kyoga Koto. Welcome back. And you're still listening to INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. So, we do hope all our viewers and listeners were able to take down some of the notes that Sister Ara has given us on our discussion this evening, because I was definitely taking notes. And I love how Sister Ara talks with passion about our topic this evening, and it's very helpful to not only me but also to our viewers and our listeners. But before we continue our show this evening, we'd just like to read some of the YouTube live chatters that we have on our YouTube this evening. So we have greetings from Mario Oka from the Philippines. Greetings from the local congregation of Brixtonville District of Caloocan North. Another greeting from Brother Rempolo. A happy viewing from the local congregation of North Shore, and from Sister Novi Dahunan, who'd like to greet all of the ministers and their family in the District of New Zealand. Another greeting from Sister Maurice Bongares from Wellington. And just last one from me, Sister Ara, is from Carlos Jr. Ermitaño. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Silverdale. Any greetings
Yes.
from your side, Sister Ara?
We have this from Sister Debbie Dahunan. Hello, Sister Wency and Paul. Take care always. God bless your marriage. So that's very sweet and very nice. And I would like to greet my mother because she's celebrating her birthday today. So happy birthday, Mom. And thank you for everything. And we love you, Paul. I I think our brother could keep sending their greetings, and we were going to read them later sa program pa natin. And as we all know, we recently celebrated our 110th anniversary of the church. Happy 110th anniversary, Sister Wency. Now, we're going to watch the 110th anniversary greetings from the brethren here in the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand.
To our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator, Brother Angelo Iranyo Manalo, we would like to greet you po. Happy 110th anniversary po! We love you so much po!
From Bolaños family po, we would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our CFO Coordinator, Brother Angelo Iranyo V. Manalo, the strongest helper of the church administration, and to all the brethren all over the world. Happy 110th anniversary po! We love you so much po!
From the brethren here in Timaru Group Worship Service, Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand, we would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and all brethren around the world. Happy 110th anniversary po! We love you po!
From the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand, we would like to greet with all our hearts our dearly beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo,
and all the brethren all over the world.
Happy 110th anniversary! Yay!
To our dearest Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to Brother Angelo Iranyo Manalo, and to all the brethren all around the world, we would like to greet a happy 110th anniversary po.
From our family po, we would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and his strongest helper, Brother Angelo Iranyo V. Manalo, and all the brethren around the world. Happy 110th anniversary po. Praise be unto our Lord God.
From the local congregation of Tauranga, District of New Zealand, to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, we would like to greet you po and all the brethren around the world.
Happy 110th anniversary! Praises be to our Lord God po!
From the CWS teachers, officers, and members of the local congregation of Christchurch East, we would like to greet our dearest Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to all the brethren all over the world.
Happy 110th anniversary po! We love you so much po!
From the Children's Worship Service of the local congregation of Silverdale, Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand, we would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and Brother Angelo Iranyo V. Manalo, Coordinator of the Christian Family Organizations, and also our brethren all over the world.
Happy 110th anniversary po! We love you so much po!
From the newly established Group Worship Service of Lawrenceville, District of New Zealand, we greet all members of the Church of Christ all over the world, especially our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
Happy 110th anniversary po! We love you so much po!
from the local congregation of Rotorua, District of New Zealand, to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo B. Manalo, our CFO Coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, and to the brethren all over the world, we would like to greet you po. Happy 110th anniversary po!
From the Children's Worship Service of the local congregation of Massey, from the local congregation of Massey, Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand, we would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our CFO Coordinator, Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, and all the brethren all over the world. Happy 110th anniversary po!
From all the local congregations and group worship services here in Wellington Region, Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand, we would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and all our fellow brethren around the world.
Happy 110th anniversary po! Lord, we be to God.
From all the ministers and officers in the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand, we would like to greet with all our heart our dearly beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Happy 110th anniversary po! We love you so much po! Please visit us po!
Yes, so indeed, a very, very happy 110th anniversary to all the brethren all over the world. And to you too, Sister Ara. I think I saw you on one of the videos.
Yes po. Yes, sister. I would like to greet as well, brother Darlito Bolaños. Happy birthday po and God bless po.
Yes, it's there. And also on that note of since we're already greeting birthdays and some more greetings, we just like to greet the local congregation of Papa Kura a happy anniversary po, and also a happy anniversary to I saw another one. A happy anniversary to brother Marco Mangune, sister Mika Mangune. There we go. And a happy birthday to brother Delito Bolaños as well po. And
Yes.
just one more from me po is I saw there was a greeting from Priscilla Batan po watching and greeting from the local congregation of Rizal in the Philippines. So yeah, thank you po to our viewers and our listeners who have sent in their greetings and shout outs as well as some answers to our questions, Sister Ara. And yeah, they really agree with what you have been telling us, what we've been mentioning in our discussion this evening. But yeah, so on to our let's continue our discussion topic now, Sister Ara, because a while ago we were talking about what were we talking about a while ago about asking for help, and you mentioned in our discussion we said that you know what do you call it, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of humility. It's showing our vulnerability to our friends and our loved ones as well. So now, Sister Ara, my question is, how do you feel when someone asks you for help? Is it
Uh
I
yes,
care?
for me siguro I feel happy. Oh, this person trusts me. It was something like that. Because I know it's really hard. Because I've been through din naman sa situation na you're fearful of asking help for others. So when someone comes to me and where can I help you?
Oh, Sister Ara, we're losing some valuable information. You were just muted.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you for that, Sister Wency. I didn't unmute my mic. I'm very excited to answer because I'm really enjoying this topic natin ngayon. Siguro what I feel when someone is like asking my help or just simply asking me, oh, how can I help, or just simply talking to me what did they been going through, it's really fulfilling in my heart, really. Kasi parang oh, this person finds me, um parang they give me their trust, parang they're trusting me with the things that they've been going through, because I know it's really hard at first to really ask for help for others. So when people is asking my help or asking for help, that's really parang it really be sense of fulfillment. So, di ba, ganong bagay. Kasi parang, oh, this person finds me na parang I can help him. Kasi sometimes, hindi, yun nga yung sinasabi na hindi naman dapat lagi magbibigay ng advice. So, yung simpleng pakikinig lang, it's very helpful naman na din. And it doesn't change naman my perception of the others. Sometimes mga, nagiging proud ako dun sa mga taong yun kasi they acknowledge na they need help, and parang it shows lang din na I'm very proud that they love themselves. They care for themselves, for their mental health, for their well-being, for asking help. How about you, Sister Wency?
Yes, and for me, Cesar, I totally agree with you. And is that um, being an active listener, being a good listener, is a sign of a really good friend. So now, as good friends, good friends, and some of their, because we have some of our family from the INC Radio who has joined us this evening as well. So we have Sister Karen all the way from the district of Macau. It's good to see you again, Ate Karen, and we'd love to listen to what update you have for us.
Yes po, Ate Wency. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening po to all the viewers and listeners of INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio po. And we are here in the local congregation of Macau. Here with me is our resident minister, Brother Raul de Leon, and because we're preparing for the worldwide evangelical mission.
Hello po, Brother Ro. Can you give us an update po?
Hello po, good day po to all of you and to all the listeners of INC Radio New Zealand. Now, here in our local congregation, the brethren are now in their way to invite their guests in our worldwide evangelical mission this day. There are many brethren who are on their way going to our house of worship with their guests so that they would listen to the words of our Lord God that we firmly believe inside the Church of Christ.
Thank you so much, po, for that update, Brother Raul and Sister Karen, all the way from the District of Macau. And thank you, po. And we hope to hear more from you later on as the time closes into our worldwide evangelical mission. Thank you, po, and it's good to see you, po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
We also have another brother with us on our show this evening. We have Brother Henry, po, who would like to give us an update or a greeting.
Hello po, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening po to all of the brethren watching and listening to the INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. Kuya Henry Gabriel po, naririto po kami ngayon sa lokal ng Tondo, Distrito Eclesiastico ng Maynila, na kung saan ito po ay kasama sa mga remote sites sa gagawin pong worldwide evangelical mission na gagawin din po sa Philippine Arena. As of this moment ay may mga panauhin na po na dumarating dito po sa lokal ng Tondo. At itong lokal ng Tondo ay isa sa 6 na remote sites dito po sa Distrito Eclesiastico ng Maynila, at mayroon pong 3 lokal na kung saan ay magdadala po ng mga panauhin nila dito. Masayang-masaya po yung ating mga kapatid sapagkat kasama po ang lokal ng Tondo na naging remote site po sa gagawin pong pamamahaya. Kaya naman po maaga pa ay nagsagawa na po sila ng mga pamamahagi ng pasugo at polyeto, at may mga nagpaunlak na po sa kanilang mga paanyaya. Kaya mamaya-maya lang pong konti ay madaragdagan pa yung mga panauhin na darating po dito sa lokal na ito. Thank you so much po, at ako po Kuya Henry Gabriel para po sa INC o Iglesia ni Cristo 110 Special Anniversary Special Coverage po.
Thank you, Paul Henry, for giving us that update. And it's good to see you, Paul, on screen. And a happy 100th anniversary to you all as well, Paul. Yeah, so Sister Ara, indeed, with the church's growth all over the world, 110. So yeah, we are very, very excited for that, as well as our topic, which was asking for help. And just a wrap up summary of what we have been discussing a while ago. What are some of your tips in overcoming asking for help? Overcoming asking for help.
Yes, sige. Just be true to yourself probably. Acknowledge the reality na you can't handle everything talaga. And it's you need to accept na it's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to ask for help. Siguro yung mga ganung bagay, Sister Wency, yun lang naman yung masasabi niya. And as a friend, of course, as long na gusto natin makatulong sa mga friends natin, we also should respect din naman yung personal space and boundaries ng mga friends natin. Alam natin na gusto natin makatulong sa kanila. But it's really important na we respect nga yung decision ng friends natin or ng someone na hindi pa ready hindi pa siya ready mag-ask ng help. Kasi just make sure na siguro for now, you're just still assessing if you want my help or everything. But sana sinisecure natin and make sure natin sila. Binibigyan natin sila ng assurance na we're here for them. And we welcome them whenever they need help. Mga ganong bagay, Sister.
Yes, Sister Ara. And to add on that note is that as members of the Church of Christ, we shouldn't forget that we have our Lord God, we have our prayers, and through our prayers, we can ask God for help in whatever it is that we are going through. We also have our family who has been and who will always be there for us. Whatever we do, wherever we go, they will always help us in times of need. And if we ask them for help, they will be your strongest one of the strongest support system po. And of course we have friends and also brethren, whether it be friends also in the Church of Christ. So yeah, and the lesson I've got from our discussion this evening, Sister Ara, is that it's okay to ask for help. You know, we shouldn't be scared, and to overcome that is that we need to have a positive outlook in asking for help, and in turn that helps us grow personally, or whether it be with your family as well. And about you, Sister R, what is your takeaway from our discussion tonight?
This Probably I'm very thankful for the church administration for having this program that's really beneficial and really helpful nowadays, with a lot of going on in our society, especially the youth, of course. But with this program, at least we're very thankful now we could able to share, because we know naman now we've been through those kind of situation when at first talaga it's really hard, and it's really hard to let go of that perception na this is me. I perceive myself as a strong person na I can do everything. But it's really okay then to acknowledge that sometimes we really can handle everything talaga. And to think about it na nagre-reflect yung pagmamahal natin sa self natin, by allowing ourselves na humingi ng tulong from other people around us, and how special nga yung pagiging smart when it comes to choosing people who we're going to ask help with. Yun lang naman, Sister Wency. I'm very happy.
Thank you, Sister Ara. I'm also very happy to have joined you in our discussion this evening and to have such meaningful conversations with you. And through INCRadio, we show our love and our care to our viewers and our listeners by having discussions and topics such as this. That is why we cannot forget to warmly thank our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you, Paul, for your love and your care for all of the brethren, not only here in the District of New Zealand, but all over the world as well. We also would like to thank our Christian Family Organization overall coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio Manala. Thank you, Paul, for allowing us to have INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. For through INC Radio, we are able to have um, discussions and broadcasts such as this. So thank you so much, Paul.
And yes, thank you, Sister Wency. And of course, we don't want to forget our to thank our dynamic district staff here in the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand for always supporting INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. Also, we'd like to give our big thank you to the hardworking members of the Multimedia Bureau and the behind the scenes crews. And thank you to our INC Radio family and INC Radio main tech. And thank you to all the viewers and listeners who joined our episode tonight.
Yeah, so before we end our show this evening, Sister Ara, do you have any personal greetings, po?
I would like to greet, of course, the members and church officers from the local of Silverdale, and of course, my home local from the Philippines. Hello po sa mga kapatid dyan sa lokal ng Sapang Maragol, distrito po ng Tarlac City, Tarlac. How about you, Sister Wency?
Oh, just some technical difficulties there. But I'd like to greet my family as well as the brethren in the local congregation of Amsterdam here in the district of Central Europe, and also to the brethren of Invercargill in the district of New Zealand. And also, I have a guest with me who is who also would like to greet.
Hello, hey, Brother Paul. I also want to greet all the brethren in New Zealand, especially Wency's parents, Marites and Millie Habon Italia.
Yes, po. So to my parents in Ricardo, sister Marites and brother Willie po. And also to my brother Wendell Habon Italia po. Also in the district and in the local congregation of Invercargill. So yes, that has been our show this evening. But don't forget to continue to watch, like, and share our INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio link on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. And of course, our YouTube live chat is always there for your greetings and also for your any points or tips that you might have for our discussion. So next week we are talking about staying teachable in life's classroom. What do you think that is all about, Sister Ara? Life's classroom. Are we going back to school?
Ooh. I think it's a life is a big classroom that to learn, so we don't need to go back to school now. But it's really exciting, and I think it's very beneficial as well. We got a lot of things that we could learn from our episode. So, dear brethren, stay tuned for our next episode.
Yes, that's right. We are excited for that next episode. But for now, we would like to thank all our viewers and our listeners, our YouTube live chatters, to all the guests that have joined us live on our broadcast this evening. And also, oh, please always tune in to INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. That is every 6 p.m. New Zealand time, and that is 2 p.m. in the Philippines. But for now, I would like to give everyone a kakiteana. We'll see you again next week. This is INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio for this evening. Up next is INC Radio Australia Satellite Studio. But we'll see you again next week. Kakiteana. Bye, everybody. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye po.
We are in this dangerous time. Let us not live heartily. Evil's lurking in the dark.